everyone, welcome to Google Classroom. So we're going to join Google Classroom today both as a teacher with our school email account and also as a student with our personal account so that we get to learn this wonderful platform from both sides. So here goes. I recommend using Google Classroom on your laptop or your computer rather than on your mobile phone. So the first thing you need to do on your computer is to open your browser, making sure that you are logged into your school account and type in classroom.google.com. This is one way to enter Google Classroom. The second way to enter Google Classroom is, of course, first make sure you're in your correct account, which is a school account. And on the side of it, you can see a grid over here. That's the Google Apps grid. And there you will see a list of all the apps that you have. So since you're in your school account, you should see Classroom showing up over there. Click on it, and that should take you to your Google Classroom. So once you're in Google Classroom, you will see all the classes that you have either created or that you are part of. So as you can see, I have created classrooms right from standard 1 to standard 10. And as soon as we complete our promotion lists, I shall be adding our students to these classrooms. Let's first see how we add ourselves as teachers. So let's go into the classroom over here. And I'm going to show you how I am going to now add you and then what you would have to do to join in. So since this is the classroom that I have created, I can enter it. And on the top here, I see different options: stream, classroom, people, grades. I'm interested in the people tab. So I click on that and I can see teachers and students. And under teachers, there's only myself there. And under students, there's nobody there as of yet. Okay, and at the bottom here, I can see invite students or give them the class code. And there's these letters here which form the class code. So more about that in a bit. Right now, I am going to invite in teachers. So I will be inviting each of you using your school email ID right now. To show you how this is done, as you know, we have an account called teachers@tunbridgehs.com. So I am going to send an invitation to teachers@tunbridgehs.com to join in as a teacher. I've clicked the invite button and an email invitation should go to teachers@tunbridgehs.com. So now I am going to log in to my Gmail from my teachers@tunbridgehs.com account. I'll click on my Gmail and let's see if there is an invitation, and sure enough, here it is. Anita Oja, invitation to co-teach. So if I click on this, here is the email, Google Classroom. Anita Oja invited you to co-teach teacher learning. That's the name of the classroom. And there's a button here which says join. So I click on that. So here I am. I'm inside teacher learning. But of course, I have to make sure, since I have multiple accounts all logged into Classroom. So here I am, I'm logged in as teachers@tunbridgehs.com, and now I can see there we are. There's teacher learning. So I would have to first and foremost accept the invitation before I can join in as a teacher. It says you're invited to teach this class. So I'll click on accept, and here we are. Okay, and there's a little bit of information that you can go through to help you understand better. It says this is the area where you can share something with your class, create announcements, share announcements with your class over here. You can reuse announcements. All right. So now if I go to my people tab, I can see there are two of us here as teachers. So we've just seen how you can invite somebody through email, either as a teacher or even as a student. And then all the recipient has to do is open the email ID and click on the join button in the invitation email. As simple as that. Now there's a second way to invite in students. At the bottom here under students, you can see invite students or give them the class code. And here's some letters over there which comprise the class code. Another place where you would find the class code is right on the home page itself. And here you see class code. And if you expand this little square which says display, you will get to see it even larger. So all I'm going to do right now is copy this. And now I am going to try and log into Google Classroom as a student. So for that, I am going to use my personal Gmail account. So as you can see, I'm logged in over there. And if I click the grid over here, this time I may or may not see Google Classroom. So if I see it, well and good. If I don't, then you know what has to be done. You just have to type in classroom.google.com and that should bring me into Classroom. So there you go. I'm in Google Classroom as you can see, and this is absolutely blank because naturally I haven't joined any classes as of yet. So on the top right, I see there's a plus sign and there's an option to join or to create class. So I should select join class since that's what I want to do. And here it's the prompt which says ask your teacher for the class code and enter it here. So I shall enter in the class code and select join. And there you go. I'm in my Google Classroom now. This time I'm in it as a student. So when I click the People tab, I don't have any fellow students here at present. Once we have more students joining in, I will see a list of the other students there with me. Right now I can see that I have 2 teachers here in the class. So that's how you would invite somebody in as a teacher or as a student into Google Classroom, or join yourself as a teacher or a student. So the only time that you would need to click the invitation email or put in the class code is the first time when you are joining a classroom, either as a teacher or as a student. Thereafter, to go to Google Classroom, all you need to do is make sure that you're logged into the correct account and then click on the Classroom app icon here, or type in classroom.google.com in your browser. One thing for Tunbridge teachers to remember, your login as a teacher would be using your school email ID at tunbridgehs.com. For the sake of practice in the classroom that we have set up to learn in, that's teacher learning, you can add yourself as a student by using your own personal Gmail account. Now for Tunbridge students who wish to join your class, their login to Google Classroom would be their school email ID. Every student has got a school email ID which comprises of their admission number at tunbridgehs.com. So if a student comes to you and says, oh, I've forgotten my email ID, what do I do? Very simple. Just advise them to have a look at their ID card. Every student ID card has their admission number on it. They have to just affix the admission number at tunbridgehs.com. That comprises their email ID, which will enable them to log into Google Classroom.